Man, EDC is fun. I hope you're having as much fun in your EDC loadouts as I am in mine. Knives and watches, multi-tools and flashlights. I'm going to do a pocket check as we kick off this special announcement video on the TNP Spyderco Delica. Order up right now. You know how it works. Pause the video, order them up. Let me see. In this pocket, not set up, by the way. I always say that. It's not set up. I don't say, oh, I'm going to film, so I'm going to carry this knife. No, it's just what I'm carrying for the day. Number one knife coming out of the right pocket is, oh, sick. Dagger Knives Sting. Nut and Fancy Special Edition. Serial number 168 out of 500. It came out this month. So this month we're breaking out 2 special edition blades. It just worked out that way. Sorry. I usually like spacing them out, and for whatever reason it didn't work out that way. So the Delica is going to break same month this did, October of 2021. This is that cool pale yellow version. Skeleton clip. Already showing some pocket wear. It's been in my pocket ever since it was issued. Great knife. Oh my gosh. Great reports from TNPers who got it. They are in love with their knife. They're like, dude, it presents so much better in person than it does on camera. And I'm in complete agreement. This is a very wonderful knife. And I have a feeling that this one's really going to go up in value because there really weren't that many of them. Just 500 of the green, which I have over here, and 500 of the yellow. So anyways, that's what I'm carrying in my right pocket. And then I have a non-special edition Kaiser Begleiter at about 59 bucks, link below. Fantastic knife. Oh my gosh. Hey, Nut and Fancy, why are you carrying 2 knives in your right pocket? To that I say, where have you been? I've been doing it the whole time in TNP. Because it's fun. That's why. Yeah, this is a great knife. Look, 2.8 ounces. All right, we're just having fun here. And then on this wrist, I have a Tommy Hilfiger. The hands are lining up as they always do when I show my watches on camera. That's an NHM watch. I forget the model. Doesn't matter. It's probably long gone. Love this watch. Love this watch. I don't care if it's a Hilfiger. It is fantastic. It has Oris hands on it. They lifted those hands off an Oris. And I painted the hand, the second hand orange. And then I just reviewed this, the Delica dive watch. Still on my wrist from that WRV. This is a black version from Last Suspect. Pop of yellow. Seiko movement, sapphire, ceramic, solid link, stainless steel, milled clasp, 109 bucks. Oh my goodness. And let me see, in this pocket, I have my Olight, just a standard black version. And then, usually I have more, but I have a Blade HQ special edition. What is that? Super Tinker. That's what this is. Sometimes I get the names of these wrong. Super Tinker. Great knife, great coloration. Thanks to Jake at Blade HQ for the collaborations we've been doing through the years. This is not a TNP thing, though. That's just them. And they had some last time I looked, but man, these are going quick. These really cool coloration Swiss Army knives, Victorinoxes. Okay, let's get going. Topic at hand. That's a pocket check. I could keep showing you some other stuff, but maybe I'll do it later. Have you paused the video and ordered it yet? And I almost did not even make a video for this. Here it is, the Spyderco Delica Nut and Fancy Project Edition. And the reason I was thinking not to make a video, I'm like, well, what do I need to say about the Delica? Unless you've been living under a rock the entire time I've been doing TNP, you should know and probably own at this point, you know, 2, 3, 4, 10 Delicas. Probably one of the all-time greatest EDC knives ever made by mankind, the Spyderco Delica. And this is a Nut and Fancy project, very limited edition. Once it's gone, and the prices start cranking up. Just ask Schmuckatelli, TNP Patreon member, who buys every special edition I have. You'll see him in comments in the Patreon environment. You'll be lucky if you see him in the regular TNP environment. Join TNP Patreon. Of course, the guys over there will get first crack at the TNP Delica. Good on them. They pay for the project to make it happen. They gave me the funds to make this knife happen. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, this turned out so rad. So rad. And yes, you can see I have so much pull in this project that I have a whopping number 1224 out of 1230 That is horrible. I said, Jake, save some for me. He's like, okay, we'll hand pick some for you. And I get near the end of the run. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I mean, low serial numbers are cool. They are cool. I'm not going to say they aren't, but if I get this one, I'm fine with it. Whatever. And it's a looker. And if you bought, of course, you know where I'm going, right? The TNP Dragonfly, this knife right here, your decision's made for you. You're going to have to get the Delica. You might see where I'm moving with all this, right? I'm going up in size. So what's the next knife in the series? What could it be? Stay tuned. If I can get it done. I mean, with COVID and the wacky world the way it is, the limits on durable goods, the wait times, I don't know. I really don't know if it's going to happen, but here we go. I'm trying. So this is the Dragonfly when it came out. Again, this went way, way up in price. Selling for way more than it was issued. Wire clip. Same steel as in the Delica. And this is what I wanted. S35, not VG10. I did not want to have these come out in VG10. And I did blacken the blades because they just look rad like this. I have a little run of skateboard tape. I recommend you do the same, even though the Volcano grip is pretty awesome. Again, the Dragonfly is such an EDC monster. It weighs nothing. Weighs nothing. These will come very sharp out of box. The Delica is fantastic. It also weighs next to nothing. Now, I was thinking about going with a deep carry clip, something aftermarket, but it would have added cost and time to get the project. And I don't know if Spyderco would have been up for that because they have to sign off on these special edition knives. And I'm totally cool with that. Thank you to Spyderco for helping us out with that. I love working with them in these special editions. I love their knives. I love reviewing their knives. By the way, they didn't pay me to say that. Or give me free blades. I've never gotten free stuff from Spyderco. It's just I buy stuff. It's a pure relationship. That's why guys trust and love TNP after all these years. The good side is, even though it's not super deep carry, this is a strong clip that Spyderco makes. We've seen it for years and years. And it's pretty resistant. Not proof, but resistant to bending. And there are some aftermarket clips you can put on there. But with this special edition, would you want to do that? I don't know. Say in comment, by the way, if how many of these you're going to get. I'm not limiting the purchasing of them. And are you going to put one in EDC use? I think I know the answer to that. And the answer is a resounding yes. Guys have done it with their Dragonflies. So they are using them. And that's really what I want you to do. This is a celebration of TNP knife life. And the steel is fantastic. Ready for your hard cutting. S35 is fantastic. Oh, I love that steel. And the edge, so sick. Oh my gosh, that's so sharp. I do put the zip ties on it. You'll see it rotate a little bit, but I just cinch it down the best I can because I like waving these out of pocket. Everyone's going to be laser engraved. And we opted for a slightly different laser engraving color. I think we went kind of a copperish color on the Dragonfly. This is going to be more in silver. That's just what we did. And the deal I offer my donors, sorry donors only, that if you contact me in the Patreon environment and say you purchased the Stinger, your Delica, I'm going to give you a valid shipping address you can send them to, and you give me a USPS click and ship label back to you, and I'll sign them. I'll sign them up for you and get them back to you. Sometimes a little bit slow in the process, but I won't lose them and I will sign them, and sometimes even get something in return, some free gifts. Thanks for being a donor, for supporting the project. Perfect jimping in this. Oh my gosh. Perfect lockup. Perfect speed. This is one of the very first knives I reviewed in the Nut and Fancy project. I mean, going way back. And I talked about like the hollow ground version. And at that time I was ranting, hey, let's make them all FFG. And I really got on my soapbox about that and said, Spyderco, make them, you know, FFG, full flat ground. And lo and behold, it gained traction in the knife community. I mean, we call it TNP Knife Nation, but there's a huge community of Spyderco lovers. And they apparently agreed because the flat ground versions of all these knives, Dragonfly, Delica, and Dura, have endured. And they're still being produced. So good on them. Such a great looking knife. Oh my gosh. Standard lanyard hole here. You might have to hollow out your 550 cord if you decide to put a lanyard on it. Lock back. Centering. retention is ideal. I mean, I say this all the time, and I really mean it. Spyderco might be my all-time favorite knife manufacturer, just from the amount of Spydercos that I carry in my pocket. And I've said that many, many times, going way, way back. This isn't just because I have a special edition. No, it's just fact. I carry Spydercos all the time because they're lightweight, they're thin, they're super sharp, and they just go wacky with their steels. I mean, they just are issuing ZDP 189, this steel, that steel. It's just all the time changing. So order it up, be happy. Let me know how you love your Nut and Fancy project, Delica. I know you will. I know you will. And this is a knife, I'm just going to predict, by the way, guys are going to order like 3 of them. And here's why. Because it's guaranteed to go up in value. Guaranteed. Like the Sting, after we sold this for like 75 bucks, we are stupid. We should have come out with this for like 100. They're selling for like 150 now on eBay. This knife is going to be elevated in cost because our costs went up. Because I wanted a black blade, I wanted upgraded steel. Spyderco came out and said, hey, to do all that and the colors you want, this is how much it's going to cost. We're like, okay, produce it. And they did. So I just accept the cost. So it's not super cheap, but it's guaranteed in my book to go way up in cost. And I'm producing more of them. So it's a run of 1,230 because I got criticized pretty hard on the Dragonfly. This one was only 570. Super rare, the Dragonfly. Because I was just like, I don't know, how many of these can we sell? How many want them? And they just flew out the door. Within 24 hours, all the Dragonflies were bye-bye. But this round, I'm going more pieces. Thanks to Jake. Thanks to Blade HQ. Thank you so much. And Spyderco for helping. But I'm going with more to give people more of a chance. Because some TNPers are busy in their lives. They're working. They get to the video late. Lo and behold, they're sold out. But here's the thing, though. You're probably guaranteed to beat my serial number of 1224. Happy ordering. Thanks again. Spyderco is a great brand. I got a lot more Spyderco reviews coming. Have fun with the EDC. Thank you so much for the support.